Good morning. This is my second attempt at this video. I had a moment in my thinking, and it was a lapse of judgment. I was showing this, and I had not covered up Tammy's address. So for a very brief portion of the video, it was 100% visible, and I don't know how to edit videos. So I just thought I'd give it another go. So this is a happy mail that I received from Tammy Minda at Tammy's Bookstore and More. Um, I last month, I don't remember which day, I modded her live sale. She does a book auction every month, once a month. This month's is on the 13th, I do believe. She has them on Tuesdays once a month. Yeah, it'll be the 13th. Um, and they start at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I will link below in case you're interested in catching the next one. Um, so when you're a mod, you can't really bid on items because it gives you an unfair advantage, and it's just, it's wrong in so many ways. So I quote unquote won these items because nobody had bid on or asked for them. So sometimes in a live sale at the end, you can ask the person who's selling, can you start a box for me? Can I pick that up at whatever the offering price was? And she was nice enough to say yes. But then after the auction had ended, a couple days later, I got a message from her, and she told me she was just going to send me these items as a thank you for modding for her, which was incredibly sweet, 100% unexpected. The package came yesterday, late in the day. Um, my wonderful mail lady dropped it off, and so I'll just show you real quick. I got this Cliff Notes edition of Kate Chopin's The Awakening. I read this a number of years ago. I know some people read it in high school, and there were some aspects of it. I think in most literature, like literary fiction, where like you read it for school or whatever, um, there are often aspects where certain points of the text or themes or whatever are discussed, and I don't think I wholly understood everything in The Awakening, even though I read it as an adult, not as a teenager. It just left me with, I have questions. I enjoyed the book. I wouldn't say it was a happy read, but it's a good book. Sorry, my sinuses are crazy. Oh, itchy nose. Um, this is just a Cliff Notes copy of that. It even has some highlighting in it. But I thought, since I don't really have anybody in my life who's quote unquote a reader in terms of books of that nature, of literary fiction. Most of the people I know in my real life, uh, they read, whatever's the popular thing. And I'm not dissing that in any way. I'm just saying it's a different kind of literature and a different kind of discussion. Um, most recently in what I would call my circle of acquaintances, 50 Shades of Grey was popular a little while back, but it's the, whatever celebrity, the Oprah Book Club, oh gosh, the name escapes me now, but the blonde gal from, Legally Blonde, she recommends books. So it's that sort of thing where a celebrity says, hey, this is a really good book, you should read it, or it's just vastly popular in the general public. I can't think of anything at the moment that's like that. But if you were on the, the girl on the train sort of thing, which I did not like, by the way, I hated that book with a passion. And I'm not a fan of 50 Shades either. And it's not because it's about BDSM or it's about dominant, submissive relationships. All those things are well and good, and I have read on the subject both fiction and nonfiction, so it's not that. And welcome to my new batch of plague fingers. I put in some paper yesterday in the dye vat, and I have showered, I have washed my hands. I made it a little darker this time, so the dye is a little bit longer lasting, and that is that. So I got The Awakening, Cliff Notes, and then she had this little golden book. She had other little golden books, but this one, I've never heard of this one, and it's kind of silly, but it's All My Chickens. And all I could think of was All My Children, the soap opera. It may still be around. I don't honestly know, but it was a super long running, and it's probably still on. They never really go away, do they? All My Children, As the World Turns, that sort of thing. Um, but I just love the little chicken in here, and look at the fox looking at the chicken. It just, in that moment, it was, I just was struck by it, and I had to have it. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it, because I don't necessarily want to make a journal out of it. And I'm not especially a collector of golden books, but I'd never seen that one, and it just tickled me in that moment at the live auction. The other thing I picked up was a set of 4 placemats. There was a set of red ones as well, but somebody else snapped those up before I could, because I had to wait till the end and see if nobody wanted it. But red's a very popular color. This could certainly go in a Christmas journal, but my intention is along the same lines as those doilies that Natasha sent me. I'm going to put it on where I dry my papers and see if I can get some effects on the paper. It's a very open design, so I'm not sure what kind of effects I'll get, but it's a set of 4, and I think they were $1 was the bid price, so whether I paid for them, excuse me, or Miss Tammy sent them to me, very inexpensive to try out and see how it goes. Once they've been, though, used in the tea dyeing process, typically an item is just ruined. I have a small towel that I use for drying my hands and stuff and it's super, I'll show it sometime. It's super dark, grungy. It's never going to come clean. It's never going to be anywhere near the off-white color it started out as. But anything that regularly comes into contact, I've ruined a couple of dishcloths inadvertently. Now they're just tea dyeing items. So once they've been through had papers drying on them for even just one batch, they'll be toast. They'll never go into a Christmas journal because they will no longer be this lovely dark green color. They will be that color, but also super grungy brown. My voice is a little funny today. So I think that's all I have. I do want to let people know, and I probably should have said something at the beginning. Tomorrow's going to be the day that I offer those pocket pages that I showed in the preview. And then I think I'm like 98% sure it's going to be Friday that I do the junk journal kits. I have a couple of things left to wrap up, but I think it will be Friday on the junk journal kits. So perhaps you are looking forward to that, or if you want to avoid it, now you'll know which day's videos not to watch. I will not be posting a second video tomorrow unless it's something just me rambling super short. I'm not expecting any more packages. I think I'm still expecting one from Michael's, but I'm not sure when that's coming. It'll come when it comes. And you already know what's in it, so that's all I've got. So if you have watched the end, thank you very, very much. That is awesome. Whatever time of the day or night it is, I hope that you are having an awesome time. I hope that however you are spending your time, that you're doing things that fill you with joy and happiness. Even if it's, things you're obligated to do, like going to work. I hope that the experiences you have, even if you don't 100% love your job, that you can find some joy in each and every day, and focus on things that are happy, those little moments, those moments of humor with your coworkers or your customers. They're there every day. A lot of times we just choose to focus on how much we don't like the work we're doing. And that's unfortunate because you should, as much as possible, do things that you truly enjoy. Um, and that's all I have. Until next time, I will see you in the next video. In the meantime, I wish you happy crafting. Bye!